What's up, everybody? It's the Spiritual Light Miss Pat passing through, and I'm back at you with another video. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about relationships and being in this walk. We have a lot of people who are in this walk that are single and they're looking for somebody. And once upon a time, even during the time of Adam and Eve and, in Enoch's time, it was the same exact thing. You had a whole bunch of single people that, because it was so much wicked going on in the world, people chose to be by themselves, and it was hard for them to find a significant other. When they got into a community where it was like-minded people, people did try to migrate and go into relationships with different people who were in the walk with each other. And I get that. But you also have people who are in this particular walk who are not really in the walk. They're just here looking for their next prey. Okay? And they make themselves very obvious. All right? They understand the word that at some point when the wicked are being extinguished out of the earth, that there won't be a lot of men, and they waiting on that moment with 7 women get a hold to one man, and woohoo, freak fest is supposed to happen. They got a rude awakening when it comes down to that, because the Most High knows the thought of men who think that they're gonna have so many wives, and it's gonna be, oh, I get to pick, like I'm inside of an ice cream shop, which flavor I'm gonna have tonight. Those are the very same men that the Most High is gonna take their sexual organs away from them. And you'll still have a whole bunch of wives, but we're gonna see how well you'll be able to handle all these wives, and you ain't having sex with them like that. Our brother is not stupid, and neither is our father. Okay? There's going to be some people, when this is all said and done, that will not have any sex organs at all. So if there's no sex organs, that means a person got to come to you as they are. And they're going to have to prove to you what kind of person they are without all of that going on down there. See, that's the beautiful part about reading books like The Sealed Portion. Okay, that tell you exactly that there's a difference between celestial relationships and earthly relationships. See, here on this planet, people are caught up with money, security, you understand, status, sex. Those things are what keeps some people in relationships. But it's very rare, and sometimes even in certain marriages, it's very rare you find people who are literally okay. Their relationship is based on two people who fell in love with each other's spirits. Okay? There's a difference. When you fall in love with somebody's spirit, it has nothing to do with what they look like on the outside, what they can make you feel sexually. It is just who they are on the inside. And some people, even married people, and I've had a conversation with a couple of people about this, is that you can be in a relationship with a person and literally be cheating on that person spiritually, not physically, with another individual, because you like being with them and y'all vibe like this, and y'all just friends, but you and another person vibe like this. You understand? And you don't realize, it's like, I'm drawn to this person, I like this person, but I don't know what it is. I've never done anything physical with them, but I feel attached to them in certain types of way, and that's a spiritual drawing on someone. Okay, that's a spiritual type love. All right, and you have to watch that too. All right, because that's cheating also too, to a certain extent. Okay, but that's even on a deeper area, because you spiritually done fell in love with somebody, not actually saying I love you, and you engaging in a adulterous type situation. You spiritually engaging, because things happen in the mind before they happen physically. Do you understand? So you have to watch that kind of stuff. But some of us tend to think that because we're in this walk and you're around a lot of people trying to make over their lives, trying to find out, how they should be, that this is a hunting ground for people who are naive and desperate. Okay? Now, there are some of us in this walk, like myself, I'm far from naive. In fact, if you come climbing up this crabapple tree, you're going to find that it's a jaguar standing up there who understands all of what you're trying to do and may indeed send your ass to a whole nother stratosphere of understanding, messing around with Pat. Okay? So I try to tell people quietly, I ain't that chick. Because who I used to be was the chick that men never want to talk about. And that's that one that they say, you gonna fuck around and meet the right one and they gonna tell your ass a new one. Yeah, I was that chick. Because there used to be men that were womanizers out here. And I was the flip side of that. And not that I had a lot of boyfriends, no. But I had this thing about me when I met men who were male whores, that I liked teaching them a little lesson about hurting people and about discarding people. See, I do you before you did me. And I was bad with it, okay? But I also knew what I was dealing with because I watched men like this on a regular basis. And men were like, well, you felt that way. Why did you treat me this way? Because you was an asshole and I need to teach you a lesson. I was terrible in my 20s. Absolutely terrible. But that was because I also had uncles that were womanizers and they knew how to get women and had them gone in the mind, and I watched them do this and I said, well, I'm going to flip the script because I'm not going to be out in the rain crying and messed up over somebody like this. I'm not finna have this happen to me. And I didn't understand why is it that men did things and emotionally couldn't take it when it was turned back around on them. So I was like, so why do this if you know you can't take what you dish out? It was always a strange thing like that. And for me, I've always found that the psychological things about how people did stuff always intrigued me because there is a psychology to it. You understand? So for me, I was always somewhat detached. And my grandfather used to say, I think you was a male before you came to this life. Because I could understand. I had been a male in prior lives. But you understand? But this life is like, in order for her to stay alive this time, I think we need to change her to female. She got to be a female in order for her to do what she need to do. Because in other lives, I've had to have died many times. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Men, I sympathize many ways with you when it comes down to dealing with women. And especially our women. Because some of our mouths can be woo. And I know I've seen and been witness and privy to a couple of our chicks. Especially some of them 2/3 type women. And I said, see, if I was a dude, I'd be done bodied this chick inside of a trunk, drove out to a vacant lot with my lawn chair, and pulled out a square and burned this chick while I watch her ass burn to death and screaming. I think there's no way I could deal with the stuff that y'all deal with when it comes down to these 2/3 women. I could not do it. I'm sorry. But Lord knows. That's why he made me a female this time around. He like, she wouldn't have made it. She would have been in jail. Channel 7 News. Every night. It would have been something weird going on with me, okay? But when it comes down to it, I look at certain things that when I was a woman and men would come to me with this, man whore type attitude. And I would sit up here and say to myself, real men who are honest about their situations and what they want from a woman, I respect that because at least you give me a choice to see if I want to deal with something like that. Okay? But when it comes down to this walk, these are people trying to find out who they are. And why would you bring that kind of energy into a room where people are trying to fix themselves? I really want to tell people who are out here hunting for prey, for naive women or naive men, that this ain't the area to do that in because you might get fucked up. Because these are the most highest children. who are trying to find him. And this is a spiritual thing going on here. And if you had any decency and you know you're not willing to give up your carnal ways, go back to the 2/3 and play with them. Don't play with these people like that. Because you're going to find yourself getting yourself hurt in this. Okay? Because there are protective spirits around these people. And this is not something you want to do. It really isn't. Don't do that. Okay? Please don't. And for people who are reforming themselves and trying not to do the things that they used to do back in the day, I applaud you. I'm right there with you. I don't do the things I used to do. I try very hard to talk to men and listen to what they have to say. And you know what I'm saying? And be a friend. Be friends with people. Because now I understand in this walk that women and men can be people who can talk to each other. But don't put yourself in a situation where it's, you know what I'm saying, where you all are going to go into something sexual with each other. That's not a cool thing to do. If you know you can't handle yourself in close proximity with a woman without losing your damn mind like you 16 years old, then don't put yourself in them type of situations. You understand? But if you're a person that can be a friend to a woman and be cool, and then if you are interested in her to go further, court her and do the normal things, and then eventually come and propose marriage and go date and all that other stuff, that's fine. And dating does not mean sexing. Dating means you see each other on a regular basis. You're not seeing anybody else. And you understand, you all are going back and forth to see whether or not this takes you someplace, and you're being friends, but you're friends that may kiss or hug a little bit. That's about it. And past that, that's it. And then when you want to go any further with this, then at that point you start talking about marriage. See, the problem is that we lived here inside the world of the Gentile world, and we did shit they cave way. You know, caveman way. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what's up. That's not what's up. And we know that's not what's up. Look what it has done to our families. Okay, the Gentiles' way of thinking has done absolutely nothing for us as a people. So clearly, we need to do something a little different. Okay, and with women, I need you all to understand something. Yes, I do understand that many of us have never been loved as adults. That does not mean your ass got to be completely desperate because somebody smiled at you. Now I need to take off my clothes. No, you don't. You put them back on. He just said hello. Okay? Learn to take people out and see how they are in other environments. Okay? I like to see whether or not the people have anger issues. I like to see who I'm dealing with. I'm also the type of woman that I like I don't like, aggressively overbearing men, but I do like men who have a little bit of discipline about themselves. Do you understand? Serious mental discipline about themselves. Yes, I'm a nice looking woman. I know what I look like when I woke up this morning. You understand? But what attracts me to a man is his mental intelligence and his discipline about himself. Can you see a big booty Judy without going berserk? Now I know any man with the right man is going to see an ass and they going to look, okay? Hell, I might even look depending on how great she looks, okay? I don't have an issue with that. And I'm nothing funny about me. If a woman got herself together, she got herself together. Okay, I'm going to give her props where props is due. But if this woman goes past you and you just stuck and you can't get unstuck, you understand what I'm saying? Or either a woman sits up here and touches you a certain type of way and you all in her, now you don't forget about me and you in her business now. You seeing her later on this evening. I don't have any use for you. You're a weak-minded individual. I'm around nice-looking, attractive men all the time. Okay? That could do all kinds of things for me. And I might have a man that got a regular little job in a regular little situation, and he sees me and who I interact with on an everyday basis, and these men do not faze me at all. I come back to him with his little construction little job, you know what I'm saying, and his little, his little plane, Janie Lil Way and love him to death. I don't see nobody else but him. No matter who's standing in front of me. Those are the types of set. That's what I'm looking for as far as a male is concerned. And I think that's what most women are looking for. A man that can be able to control his urges around other women. In fact, I used to set men up. Well, I had my friends before they got married. We get one of our fine things that we call, a man's definite heart attack waiting to happen. Go to the movie. She accidentally sits on his lap. And she bad, baby. And he be like, oh, okay. She like, I'm so sorry. It's like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? She keep eyeing him. And he keep looking like, whoa, she looking at me. You understand what I'm saying? We gonna see what he gonna do. Meanwhile, the people who are watching, you may be watching the movie. We're watching the situation unfold down here that we set up. If he's truly our friend's husband to be, he's going to completely ignore this woman and her advances. Or if he's going to be a complete man whore, he's going to go for it. And we're hoping that he ignores the advances, and that's our girl's man. We hope, boy, you like, yeah, go on here, boy. Show some strength. Her husband, which he is today, he showed some strength. In fact, he got in the woman's face. He said, excuse me, I don't know what you're trying to do, but this is my woman right here. You understand? My woman is about to come back and I'm not interested. Okay, so we can stop this right here. And she's like, no problem at all. And she got up literally and moved. But she came up back with us. She's like, what did he say to you? She's like, oh, he snapped. He snapped. I'm like, that's what's up. He a keeper. You know what I'm saying? But we've tested other people, and they went for it. They wanted the numbers and the digits. Baby, I'll get up with you later. Now, we didn't tell that person that they were set up. We just let our friend handle that situation at her leisure. You already know what he's about. You already know that he don't have the ability to control himself. So, you do what you must. Handle it the way you're going to handle it. You understand? And during the time where I was not in this walk, I was the one that told her, hit that 3 times, get rid of it. That was me. I was that chick. I was that one in the crew. That's like, hit that 3 times and be gone with that. That's trash. You understand? I was who I was. I'm not that anymore. But when people in this walk who consider themselves Hebrew Israelites want to step to a chick, they need to understand not all women are far removed from who they used to be. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't. You don't know who that woman used to be. You understand? Player, nice woman, sweetheart that got turned into a cold-hearted woman behind a couple of heartbreaks. You never know who you're dealing with. Same thing with men. And a lot of men, they can't handle lots of things. They can't. They can't handle them hits that come back. But when it comes down to walking in this walk and understanding that there are people who are lonely in this walk and you want to play the game of taking advantage of people over here, understand. You might bite off more than you can chew. The Most High is not playing with his children, especially the ones who are trying to get themselves together and trying to find out who they are as people. Okay, this walk is not just a walk to say I'm a Hebrew Israelite and I'm black and, and I understand a couple of Bible verses. No, darling, this is about finding out who you are as an individual, being honest with yourself about who you are as a person. Okay, if you as a woman are looking for somebody, understand this. Where you go wrong is that you're looking. If you have at least 10 things about yourself outside of sex and money that is amazing about yourself, you know about who you are as a person. And if you did not use sex or money, who would you be as far as people are concerned? If you don't know that about yourself, what you bring to something other than your ability to make somebody's body feel good or buy them this or take them there. If you have nothing else holding your personality together other than them two things, you are not ready for a relationship at all. Have a seat. Have a seat. If all you got is how you can make somebody physically feel, if all you got is being able to take somebody on a couple of dinners and that's it, and sex, sweetie, you're not ready for a relationship at all. You really do need to find out who you are as a person before you even approach another individual. And a lot of us do not understand that that's a real thing. And a real thing about our personalities that we have to face. If you don't have any more coming to the table other than money and your sexual organ, I'm sorry. Who wants to marry that? You need to know who you are as a person. That if you didn't have a sexual organ or any money, would someone still want to spend time with you on a regular basis? If you can say yes, they would, because I am ... And I know this because I got ... friends, or people enjoy being around me, then that's different. But if all you bring to the table is genitalia, I'm sorry. No, your relationship will not last long. And people who are in relationships, I'll say this. If a person walked up to you and you were in a restaurant and you gave the waitress your order, and then you saw her go over to another table and bring you the meal that was similar to what you ordered, but it was off another person's table and it was half eaten, would you accept that? You're like, hell no, I'm not accepting that. Then why do you accept people who come to you and they tell you they have somebody else? That's the equivalent of eating off somebody else's damn plate that you don't know. If someone is offering you that shitty meal, you tell them, as you would tell that waitress, I think you got me messed up. You need to take that back to the kitchen and get me a meal that ain't nobody ate off of. Thank you very much. And that would be the same thing that you would tell somebody who is offering you a bullshit relationship because, oh, my woman ain't treating me right. Well, if your woman ain't treating you right, and if most men who ain't being treated right in a relationship have no problem leaving a relationship when they ain't being treated right. Okay? If you don't have the ability to leave something without somebody else being there, guiding you or coaching you, yeah, leave her, then I don't understand people like that. I'm a fully grown woman. If I'm in something that is not working for me, I know how to say, you know what, this is not working for me. Grab my shit and go. I don't need anybody to coach me out the door. So what makes you think that somebody who is with someone and they're telling you, yeah, I'm in this walk and my woman ain't in the walk, but I'm trying to get rid of it, and they standing in your face offering you something. And you know what they offering. They trying to say that if it wasn't for this situation over here, I could holler at you. Just like with anything else. If it's something that an adult wants, an adult will go get it. And they'll go get it without you. Don't put yourself in a situation where you end up breaking commandments, coveting after somebody else's stuff, and not treating your neighbor as you would treat yourself. Because when you go over here bothering somebody who is not adulting in a way of being able to handle their business a certain type of way, and then you all start talking to each other and you start feeling a certain type of way about this person, you're going to find yourself in a mile of shit. Because now this person is dealing on some carnal stuff. Because whatever he's got going on with that other situation over there clearly is not bad. It's not so bad that he don't want to leave it. You understand? He's telling you, I'm going to leave, but he ain't done it. That means it's not that bad. That's lip service for you. Okay? See, Sammy's good, baby. Sammy comes in all shapes and sizes and faces. All right? Sammy is going to make you break commandments, especially if you in this walk trying to walk right. The commandment breaking is, I'm breaking commandments, walking to your door. Here I am to break a commandment. No, that's not how this works. Sammy's going to come sliding up like, yeah, I got a woman. She ain't in the walk, but I'm going to leave that situation alone, or I'm going to get divorced. And, but I'm looking to see where I'm going to jump. I'm looking before I jump where I'm going to jump. Instead of being a man and saying, look, you ain't in the walk. We ain't got no kids. We ain't got nothing else really holding us together. Our kids are grown. This is the way I'm walking. You ain't trying to walk that way. I'm out. I'm finna do my thing. I'm finna move. I'm finna get myself together and I'm finna go. And if that's not what you're doing, then why are you talking to other people and bringing them into your mess and making it where they end up breaking commandments in your situation? Grown people handle things clean. I'm in a situation right now. It's nice meeting you. Would love to be friends with you. But I got this going on back here, and I'm not trying to bring nobody in this mess until I clean this mess up. But when I clean it up, I'll holler at you, girl. You know what I'm saying? And you do it that way. You don't bring nobody into your bullshit. But people do it every day. That's what I'm talking about as far as carnal BS in this walk. All right? There's nothing wrong with wearing fringes and being a man. Okay? But in this walk, you got to be a decent man. Because that's what Mosa wants you to do. He wants you to treat the females in this walk with respect. And treat them as you would want to be treated. You don't want, if you ain't built for getting your feelings hurt on with a hoe. Okay? I'm just going to put it out there. Don't do whole shit. Now that's as clear as I can say it to most men or females. If you are not built for whole things, don't do whole shit. And definitely don't do whole shit over here in this walk, because you're going to get hurt. Okay? You're going to get really hurt, because there's people over here trying to walk the right way, and you bringing that carnal BS over here, and you are going to pay for that. If you want to deal with carnalism, stay in Christianity. That's where they do that at. Okay? But with this is about walking and having real families and having real relationships that last. Not no BS. Don't sit over here and be a 2/3 in disguise in fringes. Okay? Because that's what a lot of y'all is. I'm just going to put it out there. And some people are new to the walk. So I can't say that that this is what, you know what I'm saying, they do. Because they just brand new. They don't know how to walk. They just learning. But they running into people who are in disguise as fringe and wearing fringes. But they really 2/3 still sitting here with the same bullshit they had going on when they was inside the church. They just put on fringes. Be careful, y'all. I'm telling you, the predators, they're out here. I can see them clearly. But there's some people who are sweetie pies, male and female, who cannot. The whole point is, when you get to know these people, sit down and get to know them. Spend some time without any kind of physical interaction. Find out who you're dealing with. You'll find out in the next 15, 20 minutes what they offering. Because somebody who is a 2/3 that's in fringes in disguise, I guarantee you on date number 3, you will know what they're there for. They won't be able to hide it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.